Hey, it's Scotty, and I'm a volunteer at the Los Angeles Guinea Pig Rescue. And if you've been subscribed to the channel, or if you've watched some of my videos, you might know that this channel is all about guinea pig care, and I share what I've learned volunteering at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue for many, many years. I have a free guinea pig care guide on my website, and I go into all things guinea pig care related. One of the most common things that people message me about, and I encourage you to message me, I have a contact page on my website, and you can send me questions, pictures of your piggies, whatever you want. That's what it's there for. But one of the most common comments or questions that I get, people say, you've got to turn your care guide into a book. They ask where they can get my care guide in print, and I just say, you could print out the pages. The care guide has videos, a lot of my videos embedded in the care guide, and I like to keep it interactive because people have different learning styles. Some people are very visual, some people like to have things explained to them and examples to be shown, and I have just found that the video works really well along with the written explanations. But people still, they ask, you should turn it into a book. But there's really no reason for me to turn my care guide into a book when a really good guinea pig care guide book exists. This is the Happy, Healthy Guinea Pig Guidebook right here, and it's by Lucy Meadway. And this is a really good book. In fact, so good that I wrote a little bit about it in the beginning. She reached out to me and sent me the final draft and wanted some of my opinions and my input. And I was a little nervous at first because, just like people parenting, the way we take care of our guinea pigs can be different, and I was worried that I wasn't going to agree with certain things, or I didn't want to overload her with all of this criticism, feedback. But I was pleasantly surprised. I agree with basically everything in this entire book. Now, what I love about the book is it explains many different ways to take care of your piggies, gives you a lot of options, but still it aligns with the global guinea pig world care standards that all of us have been preaching. And so I'm really confident that I can recommend this book. You can get it on Amazon. I will put a link in the description. I would love to see more people having this as a reference in their library. So if you want, we can do a quick table of contents read here. So chapter 1, are guinea pigs the right pets for me? And what I think is interesting about this book and my care guide, I think they're companions to each other, because there are certain ways in which you want to break down the information to prevent a lot of heartache, a lot of wasted time, energy, and, to be honest, suffering when people jump into guinea pigs without knowing if they're right for them. The guinea pigs are the ones that pay the price, and that goes for all pets, really. But this channel and this book is about guinea pigs, so that's what we're talking about here. Chapter 1, are guinea pigs right for me? Chapter 2, how to pick the right guinea pigs. And so that, of course, goes into all of the aspects of breeds and, age, male or female, and shop or adopt, which, of course, is very close to my heart. A book and a care guide that advocates adoption and cares about the well-being of the animals. That's what's, having a pet can be a very selfish activity for some where, and there's nothing wrong with acting in your self-interest when you say, this is something that is in my heart, that I want, that I'm interested in. There's a lot of people that move through life without any passions, without any things that are important to them, which breaks my heart. And when you connect with animals, and to have a passion for animals is something that should be fostered and celebrated, but it also comes with a responsibility. And even if you get pigs from a breeder or a pet store and you take good care of them, that's great. But acknowledging the reality of how many homeless animals there are, how many guinea pigs that are bought at pet stores and dumped in shelters because people didn't have the right information. So not only does this book prepare people with the right information, but it talks about this important reality of animals being treated as throwaway pets, and so acknowledging that the realities of that, and adoption as an important way to combat these problems, that is really important. And it makes me really happy and makes me want to recommend the book even more. So we've got a chapter on diet, chapter 3, what should I feed my guinea pig, chapter 4, housing, chapter 5, bringing your piggies home. So once you've got the basic knowledge, then putting it into practice. Chapter 6, learn to squeak guinea pig. And I have a video about learning how to speak guinea pig that is in my care guide as well. Chapter 7, litter training, no mess, less stress. And just a side note, anybody who wants to use the information in my care guide, please feel free to do so, whether that's sharing it, whether that's including it in your own book or your own materials. That's absolutely fine. If you want to use my care guide as a primer for making your own videos, that's fine. You want to mention my channel, the LA Guinea Pig Rescue, that's great. You don't have to. I care about getting this information out there, as long as you understand that we are all continually learning. So just because something may be the convention now, as we learn, as we grow as a community, I hope that we are sharing best practices, and we are continuing to refine our recommendations. So none of this is dogma, none of this is static, but right now at this time, this is a really good book with a lot of the shared wisdom and approach that we currently have. So chapter 7 is talking about litter training. Your mileage may vary on that one. Chapter 8, how to become a guinea pig whisperer, taming your guinea pigs. Chapter 9, how to know if your guinea pig is healthy and inversely sick. Chapter 10, introducing new guinea pigs. Chapter 11, going on holiday and leaving your pets. So I believe this book was written in the UK, and so vacation to all you Americans, right? They call it holiday over there. Chapter 12, Piggy Heaven, what to do when your guinea pig passes. And we talk a lot about grief and love and acts of service and mourning and all of those concepts here, especially as it relates. We're a rescue channel, and I have a video called 10 Steps Before You Get Guinea Pigs in the very beginning of my care guide. And one of those 10 steps is looking into your heart and deciding if you can deal with the loss and the grief that comes with having and taking care of animals. And I would hope that anyone who is equipped to give animals, especially homeless animals, animals from a shelter or a rescue, a good life, that you take that into account, that despite the heartache that comes with loss, and that is in many ways the nature and the beauty of this life, is that it is finite and every moment matters. But you can avoid that heartache and not change any lives, or you can embrace it and meet that challenge and deal with the heartache and see it as something that is a sacrifice, something that is worth going through to give these animals a good life and to build those relationships with them. So I'm excited. It just goes to show you how deep this book is, that it actually would consider those factors. So then there's some final advice, acknowledgments, and some fun extras in here. So Happy, Healthy Guinea Pig Guidebook. I really definitely recommend it for all of you that have said, oh, I want the care guide in written form as part of my library. I think that this is it, because I'm not going to turn my free guinea pig care guide into a book, because I like it interactive. I like the links and the video, and I'm always updating it. And so that's the way my care guide's going to be. But this is a really good addition to your library, and for those that want a written care guide, this is it. This is the one that I recommend. So I hope you guys will support the guidebook, support Lucy, and let me know what you think. Do you have this book in your library? I'd love to hear what you guys think. All right, until next time, thanks for watching.